Switch. Okay, so that's more resolution, more pixels and less blurriness. That's nice. And we have 2 modes. It's a bit far from Christmas, but I mean, we can do Christmas every day if you want. So, Spaceship Mode. You control this ship, and you have to like smash the planets or turn them away from the orbits. But the problem is, when you are affected by gravity, it's not quite hard to orientate yourself to do anything significant or useful. So, yeah, sure, I'll try for like a couple minutes, but I think we'll be mostly playing free Tether mode. Because probability of me getting this stuff together is extremely freaking low. Okay, so we can let's see. I just can't control it well. Opposite direction. Nope. Oh. No. Good luck with that. Maybe like a larger planet will make a longer like tether link. Maybe not. The range is not too high either. Oh. Okay, so we can pull it a little bit. Wow, it looks like we have infinite life, so there's a plus. Because I wouldn't go anywhere from it. And the idea looks interesting, like to pull this planet out of their cycles and orbits, but it's kinda hard to play. And obviously with a concept like that, I don't expect any difficulty settings. I mean, maybe you could have, for difficulty settings, you would make a ship less affected by the gravity or something, like with some variable, but and the tutorial should be a linked physics lecture. Yeah, we are not doing any physics lectures here, but when it comes to just controlling them, okay. Oh, that link is actually long, surprisingly long, so maybe the length of the link is not affected by the size of the planets. Maybe it's just affected by their position, like if it's farther from the sun. And I'm very small, so I can't pull planets too hard, I suppose. Careful. Can we crush it? Something. Huh? I haven't even noticed. Yeah, I suppose I affected it enough, and now it works even better. Well, that's some progress. Okay. 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 Now it works slightly better. I mean, a little bit. Oh, another hit. Yeah, because their orbits intersect now. So sometimes you can do that. Fine. Yeah, and here it says when you finish the level, it says that you should press return to advance or escape to return to the title screen, but you actually can only return to the title screen from the game sequence, not from victory sequence. Like if I press escape here, it will not work. So press return. Oh, yeah, like when you play in the level, you can press escape and it will work. So that was this mode, the harder mode. And if you want just to toy with it, you go to free Tether. When you have your stuff, you have your WASD for moving around, and you can just pull planets together in a way more easier fashion. Okay, so I think I have a little idea. Okay, yeah, this is way easier. I mean, let's see. When it starts to turn, then we'll slightly correct its orbit. Yeah, near miss, but still hit. And can I do this? As well, it's not required, we already beaten the level, because here you have your target. Okay, but that's just an extra bonus. Another one, a different setup of planets. Obviously everything looks kinda the same-ish, but you have different planets or different distances from the sun and different sizes, and sometimes you're only supposed to knock down some particular planets, so it's still some variation. Okay, so let's start with another big one, right? 4 rocky planets, like this one, for example. Like rocky means grayish, right? Like this sort of stuff. A bit silvery. And now it starts to turn, and we should do it, right? Push it into the sun. That's not enough. Okay, but this one. Yeah, definitely this one. Nice. Yeah. And yeah, but that's not quite. We have a few outer planets that will not be as easy. Well, does this count still? Because it's relatively small. And the alternative title was Pool with Planets. Yeah, I suppose. That reminds a pool game. So, how do I do that? I don't think I can drag this one, because it's like my size, or pretty much my size. No, could you like do a different thing? Like that sort of thing. Oh, actually, yes. And that was enough, so I don't have to mess with these ones, because these ones are really hard to do something with them, right? Or at least harder. than if you have a larger planet and smaller ones. Especially on this trajectory. Well, let's go to the next one. Okay, zoom out and destroy or remove inhabited planet. Yes, like Earth-like. We have her here. Is it Earth layout? Let me see. I think, well, it sort of reminds me it a little bit, but it's not quite. Maybe it's some random continents. Well, can you tether it directly? Let me see. What's better? This planet is a bit bigger, but not a lot, and probably not enough even. And they're kind of synchronously rotating, so I don't think I push it to the sun like this, or maybe. On my way there. Okay, I can correct it a bit. Maybe from here. Okay, we launched it a little bit. I destroyed the planet, yes, sure, but not quite the right one. But here, maybe it will go out of the orbit and that will be enough. Yes. That's another option. You don't have to blow it up. If it goes off into the abyss, well, that's good. Another one. Gas giant. Which one of them is gas giant? Like this one? I mean, if you zoom out, it's sort of cloudy, I suppose. Sure. Destroy or remove. This one or the orange one? Thanks for the hint. I mean, yeah, it's sort of cloudy. You just, if you zoomed out like this, you can't really tell for sure. Like, maybe if it would have had like tooltips or something, if you hover over it, so it would tell you what's the planet sort of like, or if you just hit it and then it has some information in the corner. But it works anyway, and we could try to pull a few smaller things into it, right? Maybe with the right setup. Not quite sure if the length of the tether will allow me to do that. Maybe like this one. It's kinda not really guaranteed, because the distance is way too large for me to predict where it will go. And thanks Stickhead for visiting our semi-glorious live stream. It is very appreciated, and good night. Subscribe to him on YouTube. He's doing Atari ST content if you are interested in this sort of stuff. Do we have any outer planets? No, they are both kind of on the outer side. So I have to do something with these small things. No, it's not going my way. this. I mean, sure, that's points, but useless points. And these things are actually equal. Maybe that. No. Can I don't think I can make it work. Still a bit of this, maybe. At least if I would be able to make them affect each other a little bit. No. Oh, yeah, that's, I suppose, now they intersect. And if they have different speeds, maybe at some point they could collide, but I don't believe that with the remaining stuff I can do anything good. Well, at the very least, let's get a few bonus points, right? And switch to the remaining game. Yeah, we are kinda screwed, but at least we have a few hundred points for it. Huh? Somehow, level is complete, okay, sure. I mean, yeah, partially, yeah. I managed in the last second to get it on the result, so I'm not failing. That's a nice change. But you get my point. We have two modes. This free Tether mode, which is easier to play, and various targets, goals to achieve with these planets. And if you feel like doing a challenge, going for a challenge, then you can get to the Spaceship Mode, which is, at least for me, more hard, and yeah, that is great, and also greets to some people who played it, right, and watched this live stream, the development live stream, including my sorry ass, somewhere in the middle. LastofAvari, yeah, now I see it.